Warning. This game contains disturbing, violent, and uncomfortable images and text. And an epilepsy warning. Hello. So, for my I was trying to think of a fancy word, but whatever. For my final sort of like Halloween thing that I'm gonna do, I thought that, you know what? There's a game I would love to replay, especially because the sequel just got announced like yesterday or 2 days ago. And that game is Psychopomp Gold, or just Psychopomp. Yes, the sequel just got announced, and I was so excited because this is one of my favorite games of all time. And I played it last year, so I thought it'd be fun to do a replay because this game has a lot of really cool stuff, and what a better time than Halloween. It has some pretty scary stuff too. So yeah, I'm gonna replay this game because I like it, and I'm gonna record myself playing it because I like doing that too. So let's begin. I deleted my save as well, just so, you know, make sure. Everyone everywhere has secrets. Did you know that everyone has special powers and they kept it a secret from me my entire life? But I won't stand for that. That's why I made a helmet. I call it machine that lets me read people's minds when I want to, or Psychopomp for short. But something happened when I put it on. It didn't let me read people's minds, but it did let me see something else. A world that was hidden from me, that everyone knew about. A world hidden in plain sight with all sorts of animals and creatures and dead bodies. There are catacombs hidden under every public government building. I will not allow any more secrets to be kept from me. Ah, it feels so good. So yeah, so Psychopomp is a, like, you're in the world, you saw to move, Q to strafe, full shift to sprint. So it's a first person, I guess dungeon crawler, because the controls definitely play around like an old timey dungeon crawler, right? If we're thinking like Kingsfield, etc. So it definitely plays around like a dungeon crawler. And yeah, this game is just so sick, man. Everything about it is just super cool. The art direction, the music, the world that you explore. Items are important thing. To pick an item, choose the touch mode. I believe there's an inventory. Yeah. Yeah, this game is super duper cool. If you've never played it before, well, you're about to see. If you haven't played it before and you want to play it, then go play it. It's not that expensive. I definitely recommend. This game has so many just really cool things. Let me also see what the volume is. So let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, this game is super duper cool. You can talk to people and do many other things with them too, though they may lie to you in many ways. The girl doesn't make you think anything one way or another. You feel like she's polite for being that way. I can't take it. It's only going to get worse and worse. So this game does have multiple endings, if I remember correctly. I think that's a healing syringe, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah. I'll do my best to get the like secret / true ending. I remember there's like in a few levels in the game there's a secret key that you can collect, and you need those to access the true ending or secret ending or whatever that was described. I won't look up where the keys are. I'm just gonna try to see if I can remember. I remember where one of them is. I don't remember where the rest are, to be honest. So we'll see. Some doors need to be opened with items. To use an item or to use an item with something, open the inventory with the inventory button, then drag it onto the thing. Or keep going. You can hold control to look around freely. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ah yes, here we go. Woof. Rough. Rough. Don't idle here. You have much to do. Don't worry, for there is a plan to everything. I'm sure you will see in due time, my friend. It's the king of all dogs, guys. Ground beef feeling. He's friendly, don't worry. So this is the world map of the game. So this world map has a few things that are cool. There's a home that you can go to. This game also has some cool tips. Gameplay tips. Sometimes you shouldn't touch things. Real world tip. In 1956, a new disease appeared in Osaka, Japan. The symptoms included a strong cough, rash, and becoming a room. Luckily, the virus was contained and eradicated. Starting in 2001, the rooms have been rented out as a bed and breakfast. So there's a home you can come to, and at home, the radio. But there's also these fancy-looking thingy-majiggies. These are what you need the keys for. And we also get a nice little pixel art of our main character here. Some creatures don't like. Real world tip. The cure for cancer was discovered in 1994 by a man known as Marcel A. Leiden. Leiden was unfortunately killed in 1994 when he was impaled by a child's crayon drawing. Isn't that tragic? Another cool thing in this game is that you can call. Real world tip. Viruses do not exist. Illness is simply your body punishing you for what you've been punishing you for what you have done wrong. So the phone doesn't really do much. You know, you can input a bunch of numbers and realize it doesn't do anything, but you can look online. There's like a bunch of stuff you can call. There are like a bunch of numbers that will actually do something, and I believe most of them are just kind of like nonsensical for fun. So yeah. Real world tip. Every building from hospitals to homes contains a room that acts as the heart of the building, delivering blood and nutrients to the building's extremities. Trying to find your house is hard. Alright, but anyways, this is our world map. So we have our main levels, but if I remember correctly, as you do your main levels and as you continue on to the game, every now and then there are secret rare levels that can pop up, and there's like a variety of them. I've only seen a few, so I'm curious to see if I get any new ones that I haven't seen. So we're gonna go in order here. We're just gonna go from 1 to 3. Let's go to the first one. Sewage treatment. There's at least one biocomputer mainframe stored in every public government building. It's not hard to enter a public building. The buffoon who invented locks and windows has never heard of a hammer. Very true. Water treatment. Human waste being processed and clean. Made acceptable for consumption again. Chemicals being added to chemicals to remove chemicals. I hope you can kind of see what I mean about just like the art style of the game and just like the vibe. It's very, very nice. If water treatment is for a safety concern, why is there an elevator heading straight into the human waste? What could be hidden down there? And If it is such a big secret, why is it so easy to go down there? Sick fucks. I was really like the elevator song. Very groovy. All right, our first level, the sewage treatment plant, aka the underbelly. I believe there is a key here, but I don't remember how to get to it, to be honest. TBH. Okay. There are some very funny critters down here, as you're about to find out. Oops. It's the kawaii stalk. Oh, hello, my, aren't you a cute one? Say, isn't there nothing better than being tangled up? Would you like to be tangled up? Ah! Try to touch the stalk thing, but it grabs your hand. You just barely manage to pull your hand free at the last moment. Yeah, these things are pretty evil. The double stalk thing looks at you with all of its eyes. It seems to beckon you. I think you can kill this guys. Yeah, so you just kind of beat things with a hammer. It's very funny, but also very cool. Oh shit! I forgot about... I forgot he was there. I thought he was a little bit later. It's kind of early. The wall looks a little worse for wear. Talking to a wall will not do you any good. They tend to be awful for conversations. You rap your knuckles against the wall. It rings out to be a bit more hollow than other walls. Yeah, so there are fake walls in the game, as you can see. Alright, here's our first one. Okay, that's where it was. Alright. Cool, so there's our first emerald key. So when we go back to the home, that mysterious eye symbol door will now be opened and we can continue. But we will do that when we get all of the keys. So nothing to worry about for now. Okay, we have a lever we can pull. And a note we can read. April 19th. I feel like I just woke up the other day for the first time. I have memories before Sunday, but they just feel so hazy. So much less vivid. I feel so awake now, so real. I just can't stop smiling. Something good has happened. It's happened. First self-portrait. A few notes around the game. Let's see. I can't remember where this goes. Oh yeah, this goes over here. Or that just leads back to where we just were. I got the hammer ready in case more of those brachachos show up, because they will show up. There's a few more lingering around here. Like that one right there. Motherfucker. GG's. Let's see, I don't think there's another one hiding around here, I don't think. But I think I have been proven wrong before on a variety of things. Oh no, there's a friend here, right? A Thraite woman. Ah, you startled me. This holy place has been overrun by those sparkle-eyed freaks. I can barely do anything to keep them away. The Threat woman's eyes look angry, but mostly tired. You reach out to playfully yank her hair, but she doesn't let you. She's mean. Why would she do that? Yeah, so these are, not really sure what they're supposed to be. They kind of look like kangaroos. Yeah. This game has a whole lot of cool cast of characters. Okay, we can head inside. Grab that. The kind of concrete you want to lick, full of textures and holes. You talk to the statue, but it feels embarrassing to do so. The statue meant to be worshipped, though a bit crude, the wings are quite striking. Yes, it's a statue depicting a person with, like, bug wings or fairy wings, right? What does it mean? Who can say? I like the music in the first level. Just very calm, you know? Even though this area is not very this area is not very calm. It's very scary. It's really weird. It feels like a weird mixture of like a modern sewer system and like a medieval ruin, you know? Very strange. Like, just look at this area. It's so cool, man. You know, actually, now I think that I didn't notice that I didn't notice the ceiling above us is also water. I actually never noticed that the first time. That's cool. And like, just look at this, man. It's so good. Like, this game just feels like an old PC game, you know? Like, I guess you could say it has like a PS1 era feel, but I think it has more just like an early PC game feel. It's definitely more, I think, the style that it's trying to give off. More threats. They're big booba. Watchers stamp wayward. The bridge is out, and I've been throwing rocks into this chasm for hours, but I haven't heard one hit the bottom. The Threat woman stares back at you, suspicious of your intentions. Reach out to touch her face, but the Threat woman bats away your hand, shooting you an accusatory stare. The Threat woman is old, but her eyes are still alert and aware. I remember when I was young, we would run around these stone halls. Ah, they were so beautiful. Can you imagine that? It seems so long ago, but I remember the smell of fresh air. The Threat woman backs away from your touch. They don't want to let me pet them, man. Okay, so we have a bridge we can't access. Which means we gotta go back and figure out a different way. As you can see, we might have found that different way. Yeah, I think most invisible walls in this game, well, most fake walls in this game are usually pretty easy to spot. They usually have blood, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. There might be like one or two that are really hard to see. Oh yeah, I forgot about this freaky fellow. The symbolic man. You might think that you're in pain, but I've been here a lot longer than you. Eventually, it'll all become quiet and I'll return to symbols. Pseudo two-dimensional. Feels like paper and wetness. You kind of like touching the symbolic man. I guess that sounds like it feels nice. Okay. I'll make sure we read this letter. Dr. Edinson is, it's a little marked out, but it looks like it says Edinson. Oh my goodness. I apologize, but this doesn't make any sense. I can't wrap my head around it. All measurements, gravity, trajectory, mass, they're all consistent with a planet noticeably smaller than Earth. There's no way that Earth lost mass, did it? And what of the Earth that now hangs in the sky? It too looks just like our planet, but far smaller, closer in size to a moon. I don't see how you can deny all of this. You claim that all of this is simply caused by equipment failure or operator error is absurd. I understand the desire to be skeptical, and I respect what you have done for me over these years. But at some point, we need to start looking at what is directly in front of our faces. You are in denial of the situation we have found ourselves in. Signed, and we can't tell who signed it. Yeah. So this note is saying that, like, the Earth lost mass, but there's also another Earth? I don't actually remember too much about this game's story, so I don't actually know what that all means as of yet. I think I die if I fall down there, if I remember correctly. Alright, whatever, fuck it. Never mind, I can't go in anyways. Get my hammer out. I'm pretty sure at some point one of the freaky deaky kawaii guys will like just jump out of nowhere. I feel like I remember that happening. But I could be wrong. Well, I guess we can go see if there's only one place we can actually check left. There's one place left to check, which is over here. Go down this hallway. The door there we can't access. Oh fuck, it's the freaking, what the fuck, man? I forgot about that. That's scary. There we go, so we heal. Oh my god, I forgot about the fucking tongue monster. That's freaked me out. Another one of these guys. It's simply so fun to live off of human waste. We funnel human byproduct into our queen, who in turn replicates the raw material into flesh and milk for us. The nugget looks at you in a peasantly way. Yeah, we can just probably just ignore that for now. I forgot about the big tongue monster. That freaks me out. Grab that. Is that a locked door? Yeah. Big tongue man, Jesus. Biggest fan. My key, my special key, the queen gave it to me. My special love gave it to me. If anyone ever took it, I'd explode. I'd be so mad. It's moving around in a way that really pisses you off. I don't actually remember what happens if you take his key. Oh, he literally fucking explodes. Okay, that's sick. Juice ourselves back up. Oh, that's funny, bro. I don't think I ever did that before. That's pretty good. Let's see. Where does this key go to, actually? Does it go here? No. And whenever I took my special key, I'd explode. Oh god. Alright. Here we have the queen. Oh, hee, is it time for me to go? Performer's taken up the entire room, swollen from years of gestation and propagation. After all this time, look at that lovely smile. You place your hand on the queen's forehead. It feels cold and glassy like porcelain. Heavy is the crown. The guillotine has been set before the queen was born, and will be sent for many generations for milk babies like her to come. She was a good queen, however, like all good queens, she must eventually be recycled. Do us a favor and use those hands of yours to get the job done. No problem, because... yeah. Kinda... freaky deaky. Let's see. I think there's a dude that jumps you in the hallway when you leave. No? Could have sworn there's like a dude that jumps you. Maybe it was a tongue guy. It was a tongue guy that I just forgot because he's scary. I just locked it out of my brain because he's too scary. Scary. Oops. I think there's a guy that jumps you in here though. Don't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, here he is. Let's see. Doesn't look like I can interact with much else here. Okay. Yeah. Open that. And this should go probably into some room. I think that's where we got the emerald key. Yeah, so it takes you back here, and then the game just shows you like, oh hey, look, there's a key there. So it's pretty cool. Okay. So now we are free to leave. Let's see, where was the bridge actually? I don't remember. I think it was over here. Question mark. Yeah. I can have a chat with the Thraits, see if they have anything new to say. No. The other one is gone, so they probably went across the bridge. Just taking a second to admire the landscape around us. The bridge was raised, but there's nothing over here. I had hoped there may be food here that I could bring to my village, but I suppose it was just a pipe dream. All that is here is a lousy, rusty lever. Game froze for a second. That was kind of scary. Get my hammer out because I think something attacks us when we're getting back to the queen. Question mark? Maybe, I don't know. So I can't remember if any of these things change or not. No. Yeah, I'm really excited for Psychopomp 2. I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do. And like how long the game's gonna be, because this game isn't that long. It's pretty short, all things considered. I was able to 100% the game in like 5 hours, so on my first playthrough, or when I first played it last year. So it's pretty short, all things considered, but it's really good. And why do you think I'm replaying it? Oh, the little nugget there disappeared. Okay. And now we can go back to the queen and claim our prize. An egg of the earth. So that is our goal for every level, is to grab one of these things. And that's all she does. She just drops it down a hole. Yeah, so here we go. So these are the rare locations, the transient locations. There's like a few different colors for like different rarities. I think this one you're always gonna get because it should be. We'll just see. Inanimate objects feel pain. Make sure to hit them against things as hard as you can. They deserve it. Yeah, the Thrait Village, I believe. I think you'll always get this one. I'm not really sure what causes these locations to appear. I don't know if that's just luck or if it's just depending on how you interact with some things in the game. But yeah, here we have a village with all the Thraits. Food has been hard to come by. We have to go out searching, and sometimes those who go looking don't Those who go looking don't come back. It's impossible to raise livestock down here. If you find any food, please bring it here. Our village was forced down here after all the humans appeared on the surface. It's horrible. This is our home, and they call this place our world, Earth? Makes me sick. Yesterday I ate a rat. It was real gross. Everyone tells me that we used to eat all sorts of stuff, but now it's just rats and old hamburgers. Let's see. There's a way we can get a little bit higher up. Up on the surface the other day, I saw a human get hit by a car. Everything inside of them spilled out. Nothing but dust and clay. Isn't that an interesting thing to say about a human being? Dust and clay. These concrete walls have gotten smaller. It pains me to see the child trapped this deep under a sickly blue sky. Yep, I mean that's pretty much it. Most of these locations don't really do anything. They're just kind of like fun little extra areas to explore if you find them. Some are cool, some are a little bit scary. I've only ever seen like 2 others. I don't remember 100% what they are. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing to collect here. There's no there's no objectives, no collectibles, no side quests, nothing. I know that freight lady was like, you know, if you have any food, bring it, but there's nothing to bring to her, so something to keep in mind. And yeah, you can't go back, but I think you can in some. I think it can come, or it can like brain starting off. It can like respawn. The Threat Village can just like appear again. All right, that was the first area, so we're gonna move on to the second area, and also gonna go use the restroom. Alrighty, my nose is a little bit stuffy, so what can I say? All right, next up we have the hospital. Children's hospitals have the same smell to them. It's a clean smell that somehow makes you want to vomit, like a mixture of bleach and Elmer's glue. I love it. Doctors will always smile at you when they say they cannot help you. Give them the copay and die more as they tell you that you aren't full of cancer, aren't full of incurable illnesses. I don't think there's much to see, if I remember correctly. Hospitals feel like the safest place to me, even though I know they aren't. They're the least safe place, a place that will swallow you whole and give you a disease, a place that will cut you open and make others feel good about it. And through it all, the elevator is there. I can smell it. That smell of rust and petrol breaking through the clean hospital smell. The door is wide open, waiting for me to enter. So yeah, I think as you can surmise, our main character is a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you know what I mean. Just a wee bit. Okay, time for the hospital. This level is freaky fucking deaky. First, the nurses. The nurse looks at you through an eyeless void. You know she's thinking about me. Welcome to the lower wing. Here, we help preserve the most important individuals of humankind, both in honor of their contributions and as a sign for the rest of humanity to follow. The nurse feels really dry and warm to the touch. She really cares about you. Plato. I was right about everything in my life except for the cave. I was totally off the mark with that. No matter. There's no better sound than the sound of children, the touch of children, the smell of children. Socrates agrees with me, so you know it's good and right. Yeah, I don't think I really need to say the quiet part out loud there, huh? I think it's kind of obvious what message is trying to be said here. Alexander, there's nothing greater in this world than the feeling of battle, to conquer and be conquered. To feel that warm slick on your hand, wouldn't you agree? I would do anything to feel another man's blood again. As a thanks for their contributions to society, our patients are surrounded by their most favorite things in life. They'll never get bored, and they'll never be unhappy. Nurse feels dry and warm to touch. Feels very proud of her special key card. Well, I want that key card. Yeah, you can't really do anything to these guys, but yeah, you can kind of see they're definitely not right in the head, that's for sure. Cleopatra. There's nothing better in life than having people think you're helping them. Popularity is absolutely key when moving forward. If you play your cards right, anything seems necessary. A massacre, a young girl with a slit throat, the dissolution of a people, a crushed slave revolt. They'll do it all for you if you know how. Yeah, always a very eerie place, right? Even the music, it's always very ominous. Definitely a very uncomfortable place is what I should say. It's very uncomfortable. And you know, you see those 3 rooms and like you descend into the depths and you're like, how much worse can it really be? Well, could be a whole lot worse. Beautiful night, isn't it? It makes me feel a lot better to know that when I look at the moon, someone is looking back. This nurse looks off in a daze, thinking of the wonderful heavenly bodies. Let's see, I think... Yeah, here we go. So these are the underbellies of, this is the underbelly of the individuals. Oh my god, I forgot how long they take to fucking die. Yes, and here's our next emerald key. So the goal with this zone, if I remember correctly, is we basically access all these areas and like the underneath areas. And we pulled this special little lever over here. Which will kill all the humans. So. Okay. These big arms, you gotta just like... Yeah, those surgeon doctor enemies. I'm not actually sure what they're called. I think they're called like surgeons. Very annoying. Each and every one of these small rooms houses an important figure. Once the patient has grown enough, they'll be moved to their own main room up above. Nurse has a key card around your neck. You think about choking her with it. She feels like a smile and touches like a day. Yeah, it definitely makes you question what's in these other rooms, right? Because we see what's in the rooms up above, then what's in the rooms down below, you know? Let's see. There should be another surgeon doctor enemy somewhere. Probably behind that wall. Recently uncovered texts reference two enigmatic figures, C. Venash Vishneri, Queen of Venus, and Krusner Colvin, King of Mercury. Hold on, let me see if I think it's like, is that Crus? Is that like an N? C-R-U-S-N-R? Like Krusner? Yeah, so C. Venash Vishneri and Krusner Colvin. So the Queen of Venus and the King of Mercury. So I guess we'll just say Vishneri and Colvin. So remember these are actually very important figures for the story, just so you know. Several ancient textiles depict these beings creating the heavenly bodies and weaving the universe. Their name seemingly refer to two fictitious planets, Venus and Mercury respectively, which they held dominion over. It is thought that these figures acted as a subject of worship. However, their description and depictions within textiles match no known religions or cultures. Figure A. Symbols of the aforementioned deities. Note the upright cross, possibly denoting a connection to Christianity. So, something interesting to think about. Ah, yes, the cochlea. I used to be an awful I used to be a number cruncher for a big corporation, and it was so boring and awful. A boring businessman. Then I got expensive surgery to be a free-floating cochlea, and I've never been happier. It's a cochlea, an important part of the human ear. The cochlea feels sensitive and receptive to sound. Let's see, I forget what's down here. There's a freaky deaky. So we got some like X-rays. I forgot the fucking worm is down here. Study of neoparasitics is very important to us. Parasites are some of the most efficient creatures on the planet. This new parasite was developed from the body of a young teacher in Berlin. We have very high hopes for her. The nurse looks excited. The future is full of opportunities. The nurse feels dry and cracked. The tick is simply too happy to respond in any meaningful way, so it just gurgles in delight instead. The tick squirms and burbles between the faces of the wall and happy to be surrounded so snugly. Can't reach the tick to touch it, but you have a feeling it might grab you if you try. Yeah, so there's a giant tick down here. There's another nurse chilling right here. The nurse feels happy to be alive. It's hard to turn a human into a parasite. Most people would never want to be a parasite. That's why her brain is filled with dopamine 24/7 to keep her chugging, and it works. Yeah. Oh my god, it scared the fuck out of me. I didn't notice that one there. Perfection? Now that's hard. We gotta strive for it though. After all, perfect patients need perfect parasites. Nurse is ready to work hard in R&D in the coming future. So yeah. The tick. What does it mean? I don't know. I'll for you to the side, I guess. Before we go in there, I can go over here. Before we go over here, I'm pretty sure there is one more surgeon enemy somewhere around here. Maybe not. Or it might be behind one of the doors. It's really great to get outside every once in a while. Make sure you're going outside. If you're not doing that, you're practically killing yourself. The nurse wears the plastic key card around her neck. What a time to be alive. The nurse moves in a shaky, outdoorsy way. You must understand, nutrients in meat are siphoned from hospital patients from around the world to keep our VIP guests alive. It might seem brutal, but I bet you never even noticed until now. You never even noticed it until now. The nurse looks at you through an eyeless void. She's trickling in the most vile way. The nurse touches and feels in a way that tells you she really understands the big picture when it comes to healthcare. Well, do that. Because I don't want to hear any more of that, you know? Okay, one more. We've nourished our patients so well. Look how plump and happy their bodies have become. I'm so proud of them. The nurse looks at you through an eyeless void. You feel a plump kind of love coming from her. The nurse's dry surface is covered in a layer of wetness. And I believe that should be it. So we go up here. We have our egg. But you can also go take a quick look to see what it looks like when these guys are dead. Slimy and cold. The figure is dead and is slumped over in its metal cast. Yeah, we got the key. Cool. I forget how many keys there are. I think there's a few. It's not that many. Just drop it into the endless abyss. Now we get stared at. We got a new transient location. Let's see. Is this one I've been to, or is this one that I haven't been to? Daddy's Bad Place. Okay, this is one I definitely haven't been to. What the fuck? It's an old dusty TV set. Pretty rare that you find a TV that speaks when spoken to. Most of them are too self-absorbed. When a TV talks back to you, it's a true friend. You run your finger across the surface of the TV set, picking up a notable layer of dust. You think about how it might feel if you were covered in a layer of dust.
Repeat. At 3 11:45 a.m. today, a state of emergency was declared following the appearance of a large unknown insect-like creature in the Melness borough of Central City. The creature is unpredictable and is considered to be highly dangerous. This is not a drill. If you are inside, stay inside. If you are outside, find the nearest shelter. If you are thinking, stop thinking. The insect may appear to you as a human. It is not. It is an aberration of your imagination and does not exist. Stay away from the insect, as it is highly dangerous. Do not attempt to communicate with the insect, as it is highly dangerous. The insect is not real. The insect is not real. The insect is not real.
Okay. Giant insect that looks like a humanoid, huh? Wow, I have never seen that one before. That one was actually new. That was cool. Let's see, is this just the Threat Village? Yeah, so like I said, it can appear again, but nothing actually new happens. Ooh. Starting point. Have I been here? I don't know. When nobody was looking, the queen's chrysalis hatched. That means that she's out there, who knows where. I can't help but fear. There are vermin dogs who would lead her astray. I must have faith the queen will return. The great woman seems lost in thought. Her skin is rougher than you expected, covered in a thin layer of fur. So the queen's chrysalis. So like I mentioned, remember those two individuals we learned about, the Queen of Venus and the King of Mercury, right? Vishneri, C. Venash, Vishneri, and Colvin. Actually, Krusner Colvin. Yeah, so that's all there's to this place. I think I've seen this one before. I'm not too sure. Wow, I never saw that first one, or not that first one. I never saw that that dad's room or whatever it's called. I never saw that one before. That was cool. Alright, public school. All the food you have eaten is rotten. You've never tasted fresh food. Oh damn. To be honest, I actually don't really remember this level. So I don't actually know what is in this level. Cold place where they put loud kids. Keep the smile going. Through the smell of pencil wood and erasers, I can smell something new. A thick iron smell. I'm getting close. Big bloodstain. The elevator's down this way. I can feel it even if I can't see it. It's like a vein that goes down into a heart. Let's see, I actually don't remember I don't remember this level at all, actually. I don't know which one this is. I remember the first two and a few others. I don't actually remember which one this one is. Let's see. So which one is the public school? Welcome to my factory. I trust that you will find your own way around here. Ah, it's the factory. Okay. I thought this one was a bit later. Open Valley. When the child looks to the sky, they will make believe about stars, planets, and other impossible lights shining above. When the adults look to the sky, or when the adult looks to the sky, they will see no light but take comfort in it. There is no danger in nothingness. When the dead looks to the sky, they will smile and close their eyes, seeing that there was light all along. Stupid, there are no stars. This place also has really good music. I see some, it looks like wanted posters of our main character. This is the main factory floor. I know this is a bit much to ask, but there is a machine surrounding my head. One that will smash it into fine putty. Will you go and turn off the safeguard so that the machine will turn on? Medallion, man. The head of the factory's up ahead. The funker keeps begging us to kill him. Doesn't he know how important it is to continue manufacturing? My life has turned into an endless line of misery and illness. I beg of you, if you have any mercy in your soul, please kill me and make it as painless as possible. Or painful. This thing kind of looks like the, I don't... What is it, like the Mario meat thingy? I don't actually know what that thing is called. I know it's like a popular like Vine Sauce meme. I think Vinny played some like Super Mario World ROM hack called Mario's Meat, and it was like a weird little meat man creature. Having a factory under an elementary school is so pragmatic, wouldn't you agree? It affords us many opportunities we wouldn't have otherwise. Yeah. I mean, I think once again, it's kind of obvious the message that's trying to be said here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay, so this is actually one of the harder parts of the game. In the sense that it has some like it has some enemies that are pretty tough, but also has some tricky like sections. Like the dreaded hydraulic press section. Ooh, scary. Oh, I had to sneeze. Oh, you made it through. That's a sign of a good worker. A good worker doesn't follow safety protocols and does not die when doing so. Okay, there is a key here, actually. Let me see if I can remember how you get it, though. Rust and sweat and metal shavings. This is where we make parasitic enamel. Once mature, the enamel will be applied to the teeth of the children up above, and will learn new things from the words they speak. This information is fed to a generative model, which will then use it to create new lessons for the children. Oh, god damn it. Is the head of production trying to kill himself again? Let me guess. He sent you so he can crush his school. Not gonna happen, dumbass. Get the hell out of here. We'll come back to that in just a second. There's an obvious answer for things that don't go our way. Okay. I remember... Oh yeah, there's the key. I feel like... I remember that this key is actually a little bit tricky to get. I just don't remember how... Whatever. Goodbye. Yeah, but these guys don't really care. Thankfully, we don't have to go through the hydraulic press section again. Yeah, I don't remember how we get up to the key. Like I said, I remember it being kind of tricky. I remember this one being a bit tricky, so... If I can't, I'll do my best. If I can, then I'll look up a guide, because I do want to get all the keys and get the, proper ending for this game. Yeah. Should fight our first enemy up ahead here. The big Mr. Gearman. Sometimes I come to these lower catwalks just to feel closer to the void below. The smell is stronger here too. Medallion Man is feeling fine. Cold but burning, wet but drying. Yeah, these guys are quite loud. I just want to make sure there wasn't a dude hiding around the corner. Oh, the vending machine might have water inside, but it might have something else too. The vending machine whirs back at you in an agreeable manner. He's so cute. The plastic marquee of the vending machine is covered in a layer of dust. It's still cold to the touch. Let's see. Thankfully, you can't walk off the edge in this game because there's a lot of places where you can easily just walk off. So thankfully, the devs thought of that. Okay, we're going to get jumped by this dude over here. Hold on, here we go. Yeah, this is how we get it. Okay, maybe it wasn't... Okay, you know what it was? Okay. Maybe it's not that it was tricky to get. Maybe I was misremembering, because maybe this one I think what it was just this one I just did not know how to get. I spent a long time trying to figure out how to get this key, even though the answer was obviously right there. That's why I said this one was tricky. It wasn't tricky, it was just the fact that I'm a silly goose. And didn't notice the very obvious invisible wall. Right. This is a station that controls the pressure of the head crusher machine. Feel free to mess around with it. It's not like we're ever going to use it. Fun fact, it takes minimum of 500 psi to crush a skull. Just go ahead and max that out. What? Wait, where else have I not gone? Alright, there is more to this level. Wait, where else have I not gone, though? Pretty sure I've gone everywhere, though. Am I trolling? Plausible reality. This game is pretty dark, so it's a little bit hard to find your way sometimes. Something I'm missing? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe there's a second safeguard I missed. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I don't think I went this way, right? Or no. We got this way. I'm forgetting. Get away from me. Get away! Hello. This is my favorite building in the factory. When a small child had outlasted their use, we melt them down into slag and turn that into new butter knives and egg slicers. I think the recycling is beautiful, don't you? I guess so. Huh? Let you buy to shut down the safeguards so you can crush the head of the factory? You gotta be stupid if you think I do that. You gotta be a dumbass if I think I do that. Goodbye. Okay, now we should be able to turn on the head crusher machine. Oh, Mr. Head of the Factory. You're about to get squeezed like a grape. Squish. Kind of silly. right, and before we descend, let's take a little trip. I'm so damn tired of this. Look all around you. Look how gray it all is. Everything has been turned into day soup, and it's all your fault. You hate me, don't you? Stop making the world gray. Stop doing this to me. I'm so damn tired of this. But, oh, come on, man. Hi, look at us. How could you say we're doing all this to you, buddy? Cerebrospinal fluid at 80%. Nutritional fibrotic cell health wavering at a grade of approximately, I think it said 80%. Musculoskeletal system reacting poorly, please be advised. Open lung sore detected. Head like a DOA. Psychopomp efficiency currently at 0%. For more diagnostics, please subscribe to Platinum membership. Drawing on the wall here that looks like our main character. More or less. I have a drawing of a... Hi. A drawing of a dude holding a triangle, I guess. And that just goes to where the triangle dude is. Hello there, I am Libido. Everything that is wonderful. Those things that make you so happy and make your toes curl. Those come from me, dear. You don't have to thank me. Everything I do is for my own sake. Thank you very much. There you go. That's Libido, guys. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Yeah, we can just leave that alone. And there's our next door. So I just wanted to kind of just showcase to you, like, what's going on. Okay. And with that, we'll stop here. There's, I believe, a total of 9 levels, or 8. There's 3 in the first one, and then when we descend, there's another 3, and I think there's the last 3 or 2. Maybe it's 1. It might be 7. I don't know. Anyways, that'll do it for the first part here. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.